I'm doing a part 2 on this video because while my TikTok followers completely understood where I was coming from, it's looking like, TikTok is for the younger women. Not to say that there aren't older women on TikTok. I've seen quite a few, and I'm thankful for their presence and their wisdom. But YouTube tends to attract an older crowd too. And I'm just noticing the difference in my age demographics on each platform. So this is really for the YouTube ladies. I had someone leave a comment on my video on the war between the mother and the maiden. And, of course, I am, like I said, y'all weren't listening clearly. It's very obvious. But I already said that I'm not in my maiden phase. Not anymore. I am in my mother phase, headed ever closer to my crone phase, right? And mother phase, the maiden mother crone, mother phase is not about having to actually physically give birth to a child. We're talking about your nurturing, your wisdom, your care. We're talking about something whole different, right? But I mentioned that a lot of Black women are stuck even in their older years, even in their 50s, their 60s, their 70s, their 40s. There are a lot of older Black women who are unfortunately trapped in the maiden phase because they were over-parentified. Now, I talked about my boomer parents, but this even goes to the silent generation and beyond them, because this has been a long-standing tradition in Black family structure that in a lot of family structures, but I'm addressing us, right? This is something that women unfortunately do in patriarchy, period, but I'm talking about Black women. In particular, we don't rely on and or choose to procreate with men who will be proper mates and proper fathers. Black women, by and large, select sperm donors because it requires the sperm and the egg to make a baby. So they're more focused on the creation of a baby than the formation of family. And I maintain this as a child-free woman. If the man is not worth you being married to him and coupled with him, why the fuck are you having his baby? That is something that older Black women have failed at. And we're going to tell the truth. Y'all did a lot of the gains that we have comes from our mothers, our foremothers. I will always give them the reverence and respect that they are due for that. But I'm not going to bow down and worship you when you fucking up either. When you're wrong, you will be called according to that wrongness and held accountable for it. Black women, by and large, have repetitively failed in the art of mate selection. This is the truth, whether we like it or we don't. And you know what? If I'm being honest, this really does need to be a longer video than these 5 to 10 minute videos. I know I could post a long YouTube video, but I think I'd like something more interactive. So I might either do a live or bring back my Angry Divas radio show, something like that. I'm not really sure. But we do need to have a larger conversation about the war between the maiden and the mother and how this war was based solely on the mother's insecurity over the way that men are reacting to the maiden in a known predator-prey dichotomy, societal structure. Being an adult can also be about catching up on things you missed out on as a child, right? And so you can read the rest of this tweet and this self-care thread. This is not untrue. But I really want us to hone in on the fact that it's uncomfortable for a lot of older women to see the younger women not have to go through the hell that you chose to go through and put yourself through, despite knowing better. You chose not to do better, and you put yourself in precarious circumstances, and the younger women are choosing not to. I had to delete a comment from my YouTube because she came mentioning content creators who are known and have been exposed for stealing from me years ago. Do not mention other content creators on my channel. That will automatically get your comment blocked and deleted. No, that'll get your comment deleted. If you continue to do it, it'll get you blocked. My channel used to not even allow comments because I don't want the messy ass shit that Black women bring to your channel. And if I have to go back to that, I will. And I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. We don't need to have you speaking. Your commentary does not need to be seen by anybody. Because if it's not productive to the growth, the endarkenment, the empowerment, and the improvement of the Black woman, why are you here? But I had to delete that comment, and I'm making this video to address another sister who exposed, not meaning to, that she's not someone worthy of being listened to. Sorry, but it's true. Because if younger people don't trust you and don't listen to you, there's a reason for that. We also don't want to take responsibility for the fact that a lot of older Black women mislead younger Black women and always have, which is how a lot of y'all ended up in the circumstances that took you down, that got you bound, that put you in cursed or reversed energy spaces in your life. And it was from you listening to the advice of older Black women. And I'm talking about Black people in particular. I'm not saying that women in general don't do this. For those of us who are smart enough to not need a disclaimer, thank you. For the rest of you, Jesus, catch up. But I digress. I think this needs to be a larger conversation. So I'm going to eventually do a live video or a radio show. I'm not sure which. Stay tuned for the announcement on that. But yeah, this is a conversation that needs to be had about the war that the mothers started against the maidens out of the mothers' jealousy over the way that the prey, aka the predator, aka the men, are reacting to the prey, aka the maidens, the young girls. Truth be told, as the predators tell us, somebody's turning 18 every day. And the only reason that they honor and respect that 18 is because the system and the laws that govern the system force them to. If they can get baby girls, if they can get our Black baby girls from the ages of 9 to 12, they would, because that's the ideal age to groom her and to keep her stuck on stupid at his advantage. I want y'all to stop participating in the triangulation games that this system and that men put together, where it's older versus younger. You don't listen to hear and understand. You listen to flap your damn dick sucker, and it's not gonna go down over here. Check yourself, or I will. Thank you.